Let me copy this. Good evening. Good evening. I'm trying to pull a grant application up so y'all can see how simple these little grant applications are. So we have several grants that are going on in January, and then February and March are really big months for the grant season, okay? The FedEx grant is coming. My hair is a mess. I went to my son's game, and you know, all that humidity and black hair don't mix. But February and March are really big grant months. So I figured let's just do a little live, you know, to get everyone's grant proposals ready. Okay, let me see if I can turn. Well, let me first just talk about the grant, and then I will show you like how simple some of these grants are. Okay, so we need our business, or we need our grant proposal to stand out from everyone else's. Now, a grant proposal for a lot of the business grants, like, get your mind off of like a nonprofit $2 million grant, okay? We're talking about a business grant that's going to range between $2,500 and like $150,000. That'll be the range for what's in the business grant bundle. A lot of the grant applications are going to be online answering questions, okay? The common questions that are going to be in all of the grant applications are going to be a budget, something about your business, and then why do you need the money? We're not going to talk about debt. We're not going to talk about paying off anything. So I want to pay off this truck. I want to pay off it. I'm not going to talk about that. And we are not going to talk about any kind of cash flow management problems, meaning if I am in trucking, if I am in construction, if I am in an industry where I'm getting paid on a net 30, net 60, net 90 basis, meaning I do the job, but I got to wait 30 or 60 days to get paid. In that interim, I need help with some money to buy inventory, pay payroll. So that's why I need a grant. No. We're not going to mention those things for this reason. When people are giving you a business grant, they're wanting to give you money to help you make more money. Okay, so paying off your truck or paying off some kind of commercial vehicle is not going to make you any more money. Giving you money to manage your cash flow. So when I haven't gotten paid for these 30 or 60 days, I need to still survive. That's not making your business grow. Okay. So I'm not saying, you know, that you may not use some of the funds for that. What I am saying is, in our grant proposal or in your statement of need, we're not going to mention those things. Okay. We need to mention things that are going to help us start the business, if it's a startup grant, or help us grow the business. Okay. So the first thing we want to mention in our grant proposal, whether they may ask you this question directly, or it may just be like part of your statement of need, but who you are as the owner, if you're experienced. Okay. So, how long you've been in business, if you have any kind of degrees in the area that you're in, if you have any kind of prior experience, if you are a serial entrepreneur or an experienced business owner, but you're getting in a new industry, we still want to speak on your experience. Okay. For example, if I'm going to do a grant and let's say I'm getting into what's something new. I'm getting into the Airbnb industry. Okay. So although I'm brand new in Airbnb, I'm not brand new in business. Okay. So, being a serial entrepreneur since 2005, I have grown several multi-million dollar businesses that range in the industries from, beauty, weight loss, tax preparation, law, and I am now venturing off into the Airbnb. I am currently residing in Orlando, Florida, and there are a lot of great opportunities for Airbnb since we are in the headquarters of Disney. Okay, so I don't know anything about Airbnb. I'm brand new in Airbnb. However, I'm not brand new in business. Okay. So by talking about your experience, whether it be in that industry or not, you are showing the grant reviewer like, hey, this is not a newbie. This person, already knows business. Business is the same. It's just, we are just changing our product or service. Okay. So since you're already experienced in business, you're probably, if I give you this money, you're probably going to make something shake. Okay. Now, if we're not experienced in business, if we are brand new, well, then why are we doing this business? Why are we getting into this? I did a grant consultation, and the young lady, she was really into, not meditation, affirmations. Okay. So, speaking positive things, speaking things as though they are. She read The Secret, and so she's doing candles that have motivational sayings on them. She suffered from anxiety. She suffered from depression. She was on all this kind of medication. She didn't like the way her body felt on the medication. She didn't like her quality of life being medicated. And so she was able to get off of the medication, help her anxiety and depression by focusing on positive affirmations. Okay, well, she has no business experience. However, her personal experience as to how she got off of the medication helped combat anxiety and depression, all from doing blah, blah, blah. That's a good story to sell. Okay. So what we're trying to do is show the grant reviewer how your business stands out, or how you as the owner stand out from all the other applications. Okay. So we want to always talk about you in some shape, form, or fashion. And if there is a reason as to why you are starting this business. And mind you, your reason doesn't have to save the penguins and the whales. Okay. I did another grant consultation, where the dad had a trucking business for, 20 years. And it got so big that, he brought his son in on the business. And so now we have like this father-son duo, generational wealth building. That's, that's catchy. Okay. Whatever makes your business stand out from all of the rest. That's what you want to highlight when you're mentioning either why you started the business, why you're in this industry, or in your statement of need. Okay. So one, we got to talk about your experience, or why you're starting the business. I did a reel on this just now, but I did a consultation with an esthetician, and she says all of the big major brands of whatever are the cleansing products, they have too many chemicals in it for melanated skin. So her African American, her Latina clients, after using, and these are the big major brands, the ones that are expensive, the one that has all these commercials, the ones that everyone's talking about, it has too many chemicals though for melanated skin. And it caused her clients to really break out. And so she developed her own recipe of whatever the same types of products, cleansers, moisturizers, toners, blah, 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 but she put less chemicals in it so it doesn't irritate melanated skin. Okay. Why did you start this business? Why are you doing this business? What is your experience in the industry? What is your background? We got to come up with some kind of story as to why we're doing this. Okay. So one, we want to talk about why we're starting it. Number two, we need to have a detailed budget. Okay, if everything ends in double zeros, like 1,500, 1,800, 10,000, it just looks like you're freestyling. It just looks like you're just coming up with something. Like, make the grant reviewer feel like you actually went and got different estimates for what it is you want, especially if we're talking about, a nice little chunk of change. Okay, so if we're applying for a $30,000, $50,000 grant, I would just do this, on any grant. Have a detailed budget. Number two, I would give maybe a couple of options, especially if it's going to be something big. So if I need to buy some kind of big equipment, maybe I have the price for maybe two major, like major brand products. So I did a consultation and the lady was having to buy some kind of press machine to put graphics on sweatshirts. Okay, so give them like a budget with, hey, this brand, it'd be, this brand is this. Give them a budget if you could buy the machine refurbished or used. Okay, one that's showing, oh, this person's giving us, multiple options. This person, is really trying to, cut down on costs. She's really cautious of the budget. She's just not, sitting here like, just give me all this money. And it just shows more effort. So in your budget, make it be real concise, real detailed. Okay, so if I'm going to ask for $10,212 of equipment, I'll have equipment and then that number. Now give me a detailed line item breakdown of how you got to that number. So I needed this machine and that's boom. I needed this machine and that's boom. I needed this machine and that's boom. Okay. For inventory, I need $5,200. I need 2,000. I need, what am I doing? Airbnb. Okay. So I need X amount of mattresses and that's going to be boom. I need sheets and that's boom. Like, give me a breakdown of what's going to be in the budget. Okay. So if I'm looking at a budget and they need $1,500 for marketing, they need $2,000 for equipment and $5,000 for an office space. And then I see this budget and it's detailed. They need $3,245 for this. And then we got line item showing how we got to the $3,245. First of all, it's not even ending in double zeros. Okay, so you're already giving me like a real hard number, which means you really went out and got quotes. You really are taking this thing seriously. You're not just like, it's free money, let me just turn in anything and hopefully something shakes. Like, if you put thought and effort into the budget and it's a detailed budget, that makes me feel like you're going to put thought and effort into your business. And when I give you this money, you're going to do something productive with the money. Okay. Grant money is free, meaning you don't have to pay it back. It's not going to be a loan. It's not going to be a line of credit where every month you got to pay something back. But what they do want is when they contact you a year later, like, hey, how did our grant help your business? They're looking for either your bottom line increasing, you are able to actually start your business, your profits increase, you add in another location. They're looking for some kind of, warm and fuzzy story at the end.